Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back. My name is Leon F and this is my channel, DIY Beauty on Purpose. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I am going to take this jar that I recently found at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. I'm also going to be using this piece of dowel that I have left over from another project. I'm going to use one of these Dollar Tree wood blanks that you can find in the crafting section and this piece of scrap wood that I already had on hand. First thing I want to do is I want to drill a hole on the cap of the jar. This is going to help me later on and I'll tell you why. Now I'm going to start drilling some holes on each wooden piece. This is so that we can attach them all together. So I'm going to place a hole in the middle of each piece of wood as well as the dowel. And then it's going to time to start drilling some screws. The screws is just going to allow us to join everything together and create a tower-like. I'm also going to be placing these felt pads on the bottom of it. This is going to help that screw and the wood not scratch up any surface where this may be placed. Then I'm going to continue to screw everything together.
Christmas lights are all around. I can see them now. It's like they spell your name.
Once I had everything put together, I am going to give everything one coat of Waverly chalk paint in the ink. I'm also going to be painting the lid of the jar in the same color so that everything matches nicely. Once everything was dry, it's time to place some foam. This is leftover foam that I had from a previous project. I'm just going to hot glue it to the top of the piece. And then I am going to hot glue and also use permanent glue to glue the jar onto the top of the foam. I didn't tell you before, but today's video is all about Christmas in July. I love Christmas and I love creating decor for Christmas. So we're going to start adding some greenery and some decor onto this piece to make it into a Christmas lantern or a Christmas light post. We're going to start with these evergreen picks that I do get on Amazon. I always get mine on Amazon, but these right here that I'm using are actually from a Dollar Tree. They come in a little pack of 10 and they are really good quality. So if you find these at the Dollar Tree, grab them because they go really fast. I'm going to start adding a combination of both the ones that I get at Dollar Tree as well as on Amazon. And I'm just going to start placing them towards the top. I'm just going to start cutting them in half, and that way they're going to be a little shorter. So they kind of drape down the sides of the wood. Now we're going to add one of these cones that I have on my stash from last year. I'm going to hot glue 2 of them to each side of the jar. And then it's time to add a little bit of color. So we're going to start adding these glittery golden, it's like a bronze picks from Dollar Tree that I got last year and I had them left over. I'm going to cut 3 branches off of it and hot glue them, 1 on each side and 1 towards the front. I'm going to add some of these red berries onto the side of the jar, and then I'm going to add 2 more just so that we have like a threes. I love creating things in threes. And now it's time to add just a finishing touch. This is a garland tie that you can find at the dollar store. This one is from a Dollar Tree. They come about 10 or 12 in a pack. I'm going to just wrap it around the base of the jar. This is to cover any foam that you can still see. I'm also going to take another one and cut it in half, and then each half fold in half, and then I'm going to attach it towards the back of the post. We're not going to add any greenery, but we do want to cover up that foam. So this is just going to be nice and green and cover everything up and just make it look finished. Then it's time to add some lights because this is a light post. So I get these lights on Amazon. I do have them on my Amazon store. They come several in a pack and they already have the battery in them. Really, really nice. I do have them linked down below in the description box where my Amazon store is. I'm just going to untangle them and then we're going to start threading them through that little hole that we drilled earlier. We're going to do it from top to the inside of the lid. Then once I have everything threaded, I'm just going to start tucking in all the wired lights onto the jar and then place the lid. The little back battery pack. It's going to be on the back, and I'm just going to tie it around and secure it in place with one of those garland ties. And look how beautiful this looks. It's definitely one of my favorites. Such an inexpensive way to create a beautiful Christmas decor. My friends, today's video is in collaboration with these beautiful and talented ladies. They all have created some Christmas in July inspiration for you. So check out the link that is in the description box when you're done watching. For the next DIY, I am going to take this sled. It is wooden. It is beautiful. I got it at the thrift store for 99 cents. I could not believe it. I snatched it up, brought it home, and I am going to just turn it into a beautiful Christmas decor. I'm going to take these Dollar Tree mobs. I'm sure you've seen them. I use them all the time for Christmas decorations because they have that snow-like and also the fluffy, warm, cozy look to it. It's perfect for Christmas decor. I'm going to place 2 of them, one on each side, and then I'm just going to secure it with some hot glue. This is going to create a nice snowy-like bed on the sled. Friends, I want to invite you to come and visit me on my Instagram as well as my Facebook page. My Facebook page recently got an update, and I would love to connect with you there. So check those links out. They are linked down below. All right, so now I'm going to take more greenery. These are actually a little different than I used earlier, but I also get them on Amazon, and they are on my Amazon store. So I'm just going to start placing some of them and hot glue them in place towards one corner of the sled. So I contemplated putting the decorations in the center, and then I decided to just place them towards one side, and then I will have the option to add either faux candles on top of this other sled or just leave it as is. I am now going to take this leftover red bell that I got at the Dollar Tree. This is an ornament, and I'm just going to use it to place it and hot glue it right snuggled up inside those evergreens. Then I'm going to take this other ornament from Dollar Tree. It's a reindeer head. I'm going to hot glue it to the corner of the arrangement. And now I'm going to add some more of those Dollar Tree evergreen picks, and I'm just going to start placing them towards the bottom of the arrangement, but on top of the evergreens that are already there, just filling it in. It's going to add a different tone of green, more texture, and just more fullness. I also cut a couple in half so that I have shorter ones that I can place closer to the bell and the reindeer. Then these glittery picks I also have left over from last year's stash from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to start placing several of them where I see fit, but it's going to be about 3 of them, and I'm just going to hot glue them and place them all around the arrangement. And then we are done. I think this one turned out so stunning. I love it. It's one of my favorites from today. And I think if I add some faux candles to the other side of the sled, I think it would be beautiful. If you are enjoying this video so far, make sure you take a second and give me a thumbs up. A thumbs up really helps my channel grow, and it helps this video reach more people. For the next DIY, I am going to take these beautiful wooden reindeers. It's such a score. They're $1.99, but the craftsmanship of these reindeers are just so beautiful. I'm going to remove everything from them, and I am just going to give them a quick little wipe and dry them really well. I actually contemplated painting them, but I decided to leave them in the wood tone because it's beautiful. This ribbon were left over from last year's Christmas stash. I'm just going to make very simple bows. I want both of these reindeers to complement each other, but not look exactly the same. So I'm going to take one of those ribbons, the red one for the larger reindeer. I'm going to fold as you see here, and then I'm just going to tie it in the center with a pipe cleaner in the red shimmery tone, which matches really well with the ribbon. I'm just going to tie it in the center, twist it, and then I'm going to attach it to the center of the neck of the first and tallest reindeer. This is going to just give me a base for the decor. We're going to keep it actually pretty simple. Once I had it tightened in place, it's time to start adding some greenery. Again, I'm going to take some of that greenery that I got last year at Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to place them underneath with some hot glue. I am now just going to hot glue this golden bell that I had left over from last year right in the center of the bow. I decided to add some more of the greeneries, but this time I'm just going to cut it a little shorter, remove some of the bristles, and then hot glue it right underneath of the bow. And that's it for this one. Again, I want to keep it very simple, classy, and let that reindeer just shine. I'm going to do the same thing, but a little bit smaller for the smaller reindeer. And I'm going to do it with a golden tone ribbon. I'm going to take another pipe cleaner that matches the color, just fold it, scrunch it in the center, tie it, and then tie it to the neck of the reindeer.
Now we're back here once again. Holidays and cheer. But now I got my eye set on you.
So that it complements the larger reindeer, I'm just going to hot glue some of these red berries right in the center of the bow. Again, we have that red and gold tones. I'm going to take some of that same evergreen picks from the Dollar Tree, cut off some of the excess bristles, and then I'm just going to again hot glue it right underneath the bow. I'm going to snap some of these leftover greenery just to kind of have smaller pieces that matches the size of the reindeer, and I'm just going to hot glue a couple of them right underneath the bow. I realized there were some white spots on the berries, so I wanted to cover them up, so I just added some extra berries right on top, and that's it for this one. Such a beautiful decor. I'm definitely keeping these. I am not selling them. I love the way they turned out. What a beautiful find at the thrift store.
Celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love, there's always a way.
If you enjoy DIY home decor, this is the channel for you. I post every single week, so make sure that you are subscribed and that you hit that notification bell so you do not miss any of the content. For our next DIY, I'm going to take this board that I got also at the thrift store. It was 99 cents, and I'm just going to cover up the little hanging hook that it had already on it because I figured I guess I can just use that one. I'm going to give everything 2 coats of Rust-Oleum chalk paint in the linen white and then let it dry. I am now going to use one of these mesh reusable stencils from A Maker Studio. If you're not familiar with A Maker Studios, they have beautiful reusable mesh stencils, stamps, you name it. I love this Christmas set. It comes 2 in a pack, and I'm going to use this one that says Merry Christmas. I'm going to tape the bottom and the top just so that it gives me a little bit more precision when stenciling it. I'm going to place it towards the bottom right corner of the board, and then I'm going to use some of their paste to stencil it with. These are beautiful colors. I'm going to have everything linked down below. If you want to check out their products, I promise you they're so easy to work with, and they're reusable. That is the best part. So I have the link down below in the description box. I'm going to start stenciling it using the squeegee. I'm going to do the Christmas in the red and the Merry in the green.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs.
Once I'm done squeegeeing it, I'm just going to remove the stencil and reveal the design. It is stunning. I love these colors. I'm going to remove the tape, and then I'm just going to rinse it with some lukewarm water and then keep it so that we can reuse it. I'm going to take some of this Fluorofoam. It's just a piece from a bigger piece from Dollar Tree. Hot glue it towards the left corner of the board. This is going to balance everything out because our design with Merry Christmas is on the right side. I'm going to start placing some more of the greeneries from Amazon and Dollar Tree, just hard gluing them so that we have a nice arrangement on the top.
When there's love, there's always a way, and oh, this time of year we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace.
I'm going to take this leftover buffalo check red ribbon from, I think this one's not from Dollar Tree. I believe it's from Dollar General. I'm going to loop and make some cute little bows, one larger, one smaller, then join them together and tie them in the center with some more ribbon. This is going to give me a very simple but festive little bow. Once I have it tied, I'm just going to hot glue it towards the top of the arrangement. And then it's time to add just a little bit more details. I'm going to add a cone from this pick that I had left over from last year. I'm just going to hot glue it on the bottom of the bow. And then it needed something else. So I'm just going to cut off some of these smaller pieces of these evergreen and then just hot glue them towards the top to cover up that foam and also just to kind of finish it off. And that's it for this one. Oh, another beautiful one. That stencil looks sharp and so professional. I love it. I'm going to sell this one in my booth and I cannot wait.
Away and oh, this time of year we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down.
You're going to have to let me know which one is your favorite. I cannot choose. I love them all equally, but let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. If you are visiting for the first time or if you are coming from the collaboration, welcome. I hope you enjoy the video and I hope you get tons of inspiration. And if you are coming back, welcome back. I have a playlist here and a video with tons more of inspiration for you. Check them out by clicking on them. Also, don't forget to go down in the description box and check out the link so you can visit all of my friends in this collaboration. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.
This year I'll think about how I'm so lucky to have a place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way.